Hello, Assalamualaikum and good day to Madam and everyone. My name is Muhammad Fazil Muhammad Saleh, and today I will explain my understanding of the partnership law issue based on the given case study. This case involved three partners, namely Ali, Brenda, and Chen, who formed a partnership to impact electronics goods from Brazil. However, the government later prohibited all imports from Brazil because of political tensions. um, Even after the provision, Chen secretly continued importing the goods through the intermediaries and falsified the partnership accounts. Brenda wanted the partnership to be dissolved, while Ali believed the business could continue by importing from other countries. To analyze this case, I used the ILAC method, which stand for issue, law, application, and conclusion. Okay, the first issue, whether the partnership should be dissolved because the business has become unlawful. From my understanding, Section 36 of the Partnership Act 1961 state that the partnership will be dissolved if it becomes unlawful for the business continue. In this case, the original purpose of the partnership was import electronic goods from Brazil. Once the government prohibited those import, the original business activity became as illegal. It became as illegal. Although Ali suggested importing from other countries, I believe this would completely change the original purpose of the partnership. Such as a major decision requires the agreement of all partners. Since Brenda refused to continue and the partners no longer agreed with each other, the existing partnership could not continue. Therefore, my conclusion is that the partnership has valid legal grounds to be dissolved under Section 36 of the Partnership Act 1961. Issue 2, whether can breach his fiduciary duties. Next, I look at whether Chance had breached his fiduciary duties. Under Section 30 and 31 of the Partnership Act 1961, every partner must act honestly, in good faith, and provide true and complete information about the partnership. In this case, Chen knowingly ignored that the government provision. He continued the transaction secretly and even falsified the partnership account. In my opinion, this is a serious breach of the fiduciary duty because partners must always act in the best interest of the partnership. By hiding information and act dishonestly, Chen exposed the partnership and the other partner to possible legal consequences. The case of Bentley v. Craven and Cons v. Harris also support this principle by confirming that partner must be honest and cannot obtain secret benefit or hide important information from one another. Therefore, I conclude that Chen already breached his fiduciary duties and may be personally liable for the losses caused by his misconduct. Issue 3, whether the court should dissolve the partnership because trust and broken down. The third issue concerns whether the court should order dissolution. Section 37 F of the Partnership Act 6091 allow the court to dissolve a partnership if it is just equitable to do so. A partnership is built on mutual trust and confidence between the partner. Once that trust is lost, it's become very difficult for the business to continue effectively. In this case, Chen act dishonestly. Brenda no longer wished to continue the business, and Ali disagreed with her. Because of this conflict, the relation between the partner completely broke down. The case of Blissett and V. Daniel and Law show that when trust and cooperation no longer exist, the court may order the partnership to be dissolved. Therefore, I believe Brenda has strong legal ground to apply for dissolution, and the court is likely to approve her application. Issue 4, what's the remedies are available? Finally, I consider that the remedies available under the Partnership Act 1961. If the court grants Brenda application, several remedies may apply. First, the partnership will be officially be dissolved. Second, the partnership affair will be wound up, meaning all debts and liabilities must be settled before any remaining assets are distributed among the partner. Third, Chen might have to compensate the partnership for any losses caused by his dishonest action. Fourth, he may also be required to disclose all unauthorized transactions and return any secret profits he earns. Lastly, all the obligations have been settled, the remaining partnership assets will be distributed according to the partner's legal entitlement. My overall understanding from this assignment, I learned that a partnership is not only about sharing profits, it's also based on honesty, trust, cooperation, and compliance with the law. Even if one partners believe the business can be still continued, the partnership cannot function effectively if the original business has become unlawful and the partners no longer trust another one. I also understand that every partner has a fiduciary duties. If one partner acts dishonestly or hides important information, that partner may become personally liable for the losses suffered by the partnership. The conclusion, I believe Brenda has the strongest legal position in the case. The original business become um, the original business became unlawful after the government's prohibited import from Brazil. Chen breached his fiduciary duties, basically continued the prohibited business and falsifying the accounts. The trust between the partner completely broke down, uh, making it just an equitable for the court to dissolve the partnership. Therefore, under Section 36, 37, 30, and 31 of the Partnership Act 6061 and 1961, the court is likely to dissolve the partnership, require the business to be wound up, and hold Chen responsibility for the losses caused by his misconduct. Okay, thank you for watching my presentation and explanation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.